Hi guys! Today we're gonna check out the remaining tracks from the album Treasure Epilogue Action to Answer. So from what I understand, this is the closing chapter for the Treasure series by ATEEZ, and from what I understand, we're gonna get another series pretty soon. You guys are telling me that the guys are preparing for a comeback, so I'm really excited to see where this ATEEZ ship is going to sail, in which musical direction they're gonna sail this time. So yeah, so I'm excited about this as well. But yeah, let's hear this final chapter of the Treasure series first. From what I see, we already saw Answer, Horizon, Star 1117, so we only have 2 songs left from this album that I still haven't heard, and those are Precious and Outro, Long Journey. And I'm really excited about those songs. I know they have great intros, outros, interludes, the instrumental style songs, or more like orchestra style songs, not even like instrumental, but like, yeah, like soundtracky songs. They're really good at those. And Precious, I've heard overture, so I remember it was really good, and I really can't wait to hear the full song. So yeah, so we're gonna check them out right now. And yeah, before we start, please don't forget to go follow me on Twitter to get updates about my schedule. These days my schedule is really irregular, so if you want to know whenever I'm gonna upload, please go follow me on Twitter and you will know. The link will be down in the description. So we're gonna start with Precious, and I'm really excited about this song, as I said. And I can't believe I'm gonna finally hear the full song, so let's go. This hummingy again. Wow. Oh my god. They still have this very low, very pleasant humming, very pleasant to the ears. It's really beautiful, and it's the instrumental is giving me so many feels. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's already starting very cool. This song honestly has so much potential to be one of my absolute favorites from them. So I don't want to wait any longer. I'm not gonna comment much. I will try not to stop a lot, okay? So let's continue. This is full of references to Treasure. There's so many references to Treasure, musically and lyrically. I love when groups do stuff like this, you know? It feels so much deeper, you know? I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just like, this song itself is really good. Like, if I didn't know Treasure, like musically, it would be just as good. But if it comes to like this emotional part of music, it's so much better if you have references like this, and it's giving me goosebumps. And also what I wanted to say, it's such a cool, very chill, very low-key kind of beat, I would say. Beat, let's call it a beat. But I can hear, starting from Sun's part, it's starting to slowly progress. And I don't know what kind of a beat drop we're gonna have, or maybe it's gonna be like a fake beat drop again or something. But yeah, let's see. It's the same beat drop that was in Overture, but they also have like Hongjoong's rapping on it, kind of rapping. It's so cool though, it's so cool. Like, I kind of knew what to expect because of Overture, so it's pretty cool. It's very similar, but still this Hongjoong rapping on the beat is really cool. Wow. Oh, I got chills. This Jongwoo, I think that was Jongwoo harmonizing with Sun on this last part. Pretty cool. So in this chorus we kind of have like very intense but not overwhelming instrumental, but the vocal line and vocal melody is pretty cool. It's kind of unsettling, you know? It's really cool. I like stuff like this. Ooh. very unsettling because of this very low piano there, you know? This piano is hitting very low notes. It kind of feels like it's a darker song because of this, you know? It's pretty cool. And also the lyrics are, from what I understand from your comments on YouTube and on Twitter, it's kind of like a part of their concept, like the evil and good and like dream versus reality. So just very interesting. I really like it, you know? That's so It's honestly like a long lost sister of Treasure. It's so cool, you know? I don't mean to only judge the song through Treasure. I don't mean to, you know, compare those songs or anything, but it's so, like, I cannot ignore the fact that they're so connected somehow, you know? That's interesting. This every day, every night part reminded me of Utopia. That's first thing. But that's very interesting. This part kind of feels like oldish K-pop for some reason. Like the melody maybe, or maybe the instrumental. I don't know which part, but it's kind of like the sun part. Sun part sounds kind of like old K-pop-ish, but it's not bad actually. A really pretty voice. I'm sorry, I have to say it, but I really like it when Sun is singing on his kind of like, it's not like a very low tone for him, but it's kind of like more, I don't know, I want to say deeper maybe. I like it when he's singing his like deeper voice. Let's call it a deeper voice. Very pretty tone. Oh. Whoa! That was so intense. That was so intense. I couldn't even bring myself to stop it there. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that it's at the beginning, it gave me a feel of kind of like a Big Bang song for some reason. I don't know which Big Bang song. Maybe not in particular a Big Bang song, but like their sound, their style for some reason. And of course the last chorus is like the most intense part of the song. If it comes to instrumental, it was very, very intense. I'm really curious how they're gonna finish it off, to be honest, after this, because usually I feel like in a lot of cases they just like end on a very high tension, and here we had like the full on high tension chorus, and I'm really curious how they're gonna finish this. Oh, this part! That was great. There's only one thing that I'm kind of disappointed about. It's the slow humming. I remember in Overture, that was like at the end of this Overture, there was really pretty humming line, and I really missed it here. Like at the beginning I heard it, but then they kind of cropped it out of this ending, because from what I remember, it was like after this final part of Hongjoong's kind of rapping the reference to Treasure. It was after that this really, really, really pretty humming, and here we didn't have it, so I'm really disappointed about this part because it was one of my favorite parts of the song. So yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but it's still such a good song, dude. It's such a good song. I'm sorry if I don't look excited enough, but it was just like I was trying to get it in, you know. And to be honest, it was so good. I really want to see like a live version of it, but from what I understand, from what I asked you guys and what you told me, there is no actual like really good live version or anything. So you guys sent me a fan cam where I can see the most clearly all of the members. Let's watch that and let's hope we can actually see some stuff here. Let's go. That's so cool. That's transition. Oh no. Oh my god, wait. This part with Hongjoong at the center, he always looks so into character when he's performing. That's so enjoyable to watch, you know? Can I just say one thing? I'm really surprised that that's a fan cam because the crowd is surprisingly quiet. I don't know if maybe it's edited out or something, but it's really, I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I can actually hear them live and everything. But what I wanted to say, this choreography is very low-key but very powerful at the same time. It's really cool. Song for the general. They had this part in another song as well. I think in Hala Hala, it was Songhwa and Wooyoung that were facing each other in this position as well. And I thought that I saw this movement somewhere else, and yeah, that was Hala Hala probably. What I wanted to say, it's very interesting to watch because I don't think I've ever seen like a fan cam of them before. I don't think so. I think I only saw like a actual stuff recorded officially. So I mean, it's good, but to be honest, it doesn't hit as much as it would hit probably if there was actual like really cool camera movement and like focusing on particular members in particular parts, you know what I mean? It's still pretty cool. The choreography itself is pretty cool, and I can really tell that they're really good performers. I said that many times before, so that's no news, right? I just said that it's not that impactful compared to like actual professionally recorded performances, but still it's really good. And I wanted to say the song it's kind of like high tension, but also it keeps you in that feeling where you're not completely satisfied. It's kind of unsettling, as I said before. It's really cool. I like this part. Wow. Nice vocals. Vocals? enter Yeosang and then Jongho just going hard on that high note. That was beautiful. I wanted to say before and I forgot. I wanted to say especially Hongjoong's energy on stage is really impressive in that song. I wanted to say that before, but now watching all of them and seeing all of them more, I want to say all of their energy is really impressive. And this song is honestly really my style. I don't even know how to describe it, what words to use to describe how it makes me feel. The only thing that I can actually tell you is just like, it's really a song in a style that I personally like very much. I don't even know what else to say because it's really difficult to describe my own taste in music, so it's really difficult to describe why the song speaks to me this much, you know what I mean? Where are your homes from? Wow. It feels like, especially like Hongjoong's part, it really feels kind of like a musical, you know? Overall theme for ATEEZ, overall concept, I would really say they kind of have like a musical concept, you know? Like a musical, like actual musical theater concept, because if you think about it, they have some songs that are kind of like soundtracky, movie-like orchestra instrumentals. They have a storyline. It's very artistic, very creative, and their performances also seem to have kind of a theme, kind of a story in them. Like I said before on Twitter, I think, I wish ATEEZ's music producers would actually create a whole, like a full-on 3-hour-long soundtrack for their storyline, because I don't even get the storyline that much, but I can definitely tell they're telling a story with their music, and it's really beautiful. It's like a cherry on top for me. Like, it's not exactly the main reason why I would like a group or music or songs by a group, but it's definitely a cherry on top for me. And yeah, and let's listen to the outro.
Look around you. Did you find your dream? Did you find your treasure? Yes. We have finally found it. Covering us like the shining light. Setting us free like the winds coming from above. Can you see the changes? Let us continue to hope and yearn. Through the roaring winds continue to blow. It will not stop us. We are the history, and we will be the one. Can you hear those voices?
This is how the... What was that? I remember this. This is like the interlude or something. I know the last part, we heard it already somewhere else. I don't remember where exactly. It was some kind of like intro, outro, or interlude or something. But yeah, we heard it for sure. What I wanted to say about this piece is that it sounded very bright, very uplifting, kind of like the soundtrack that you would have at the end of the movie when you reached your goal. So it really fits this concept of like the epilogue of this whole journey of the Treasure series. So that's for sure. But by the end of this piece, we had this little creepy twist, which is very interesting. I'm really curious if this is kind of like a foreshadowing for the next concept, the next album. I'm really curious. That was really cool though. That was really cool. That was a really good outro because it really gave me the feeling of like a closure. So that was pretty cool. But as I said at the end, it was slightly getting creepy, kind of unsettling feeling again. So that's really cool as well, because even though you closed one chapter, it kind of like left the door open for the next chapter. So that was really cool. So yeah, those were the remaining songs from the album. I would like to say a couple of things about this album in general. So in this album we had Answer, Horizon, Star 1117, Precious, and Ultra Long Journey. Hell, it was a long journey. It was a long journey. It took me like 2 or 3 months to get through all of their songs from those albums. You know, I have a special connection with Answer. That was the first song that I've heard from ATEEZ, and it's honestly one of the most emotional songs for me for some reason. I don't know why, it just happens to have this effect on me. Horizon is honestly one of my top songs from ATEEZ. Star 1117, a very nice song, very soft, not something that I would listen to on a daily basis, but still a very good song. And Precious is like another banger on this album. This album just consists of really good songs in general, I wanna say. It's a very solid ending to a chapter, which was the whole Treasure series. The whole Treasure series, it really felt like it was a story being told through music. What is really cool about this type of concept of creating a storyline and following with it is that as a viewer, as a listener, you're being taken on a journey, like musical journey. And of course I'm saying musically, I know the fans are also excited for the concepts as well, for the storyline, but for me, I'm speaking from this music point of view. I don't know if something like this exists, but musically, even without knowing the storyline or even without being aware of what's going on with the storyline, you still feel the progression, and it was really cool to experience this whole Treasure series. And this album was honestly a really good closure. All of the songs on this album are really, really good, and they really fit this last chapter, I want to call it, last episode, the epilogue concept of this album. I feel like they're all very wholesome, I want to say. They're all very emotional, kind of like the end of the journey. You feel kind of sentimental, kind of nostalgic, but also very, very uplifted and powerful with what you've achieved and where you've been throughout that journey. But it's not like a typical closure where you just like finish something and you're done with it forever, but it's like a closure of a chapter, but that leaves the door open for the next one, which is really cool because it leaves you satisfied to some extent, but you also feel like there is something more coming, so it also leaves you excited to see what the future brings. So I'm really satisfied with it, and honestly, I really can't wait to hear more from them because, as I said at the beginning, I'm really curious to see where this ATEEZ ship sails on their musical journey, you know, on the sea of music. I'm really curious to see which direction they're gonna choose this time, because to be honest, they're one of the groups that really suit my music taste a lot, and I'm just really glad that I have so many songs to listen to on a daily basis from them. And yeah, I guess that's it. I still have the Japanese albums to check out, so stay tuned to see that. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, it means a lot. And if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thank you so much, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye!